Yo,
too
but
hyped
let's
up about it.
let's get to the finale here. Speaking about run-ins, I'm gonna let you shoot on this iceberg. We're talking Seth Rollins. We're talking Roman Reigns. We're talking CM Punk. We're talking leaving Heyman behind. We're talking the battle for the soul of the company or the soul of Paul Heyman, uh, prospectively. We're talking about Heyman guys. What you got for us, Iceberg?
Yeah, so this is another one that I'm going to go down the rabbit hole a little bit on. Not as much as the Jey Uso, but a little bit. So you got three great performers, right? I mean, Seth, Roman, Punk, they could all hold their own. This is going to be a great match. This is probably going to be one of the best matches on the card. It's probably going to be one of I think it'll live up to the hype, right? And then you got Paul Heyman in the middle of it. And you got pretty much all three of these guys fighting over Paul. Seth is a little bit on the outside of it because he's just kind of he's using Paul and he's pinning it against Roman and CM Punk, right? CM Punk anti-hero, Roman Reigns kind of turning that baby face a little bit. And who's interesting in all this is Seth. And I think Seth is going to win this match when it's all said and done. But there's a rumor out there.
Before you go
Yeah.
on to that,
Yeah.
because spoiler, I heard this from Iceberg. He ran it by me. That's why I'm letting him run it. But let me just say
Gotcha.
before he goes down this, let's say whatever he's about to say doesn't happen.
Right.
I still think Seth wins.
I think Seth wins because of the Paul Heyman distraction. Even though I know he gets real into it with Punk, I just think that he's got the upper hand right now.
Not only does he have the upper hand, but he's the one who is, dare I say, even if it was crazy to say, but it is true, least over of the three right now.
Yes.
He has the least momentum, the least
I think he's lost too many times already, right?
Yeah, there's no reason where. I mean, why would Roman win? Why would Punk win? Why would Seth win? For the soul of the company.
Yeah. I've also been seeing some people say online that they think that Paul Heyman's gonna turn on both Roman and Punk and align himself.
Which brings me to my point. I'm going to bring it back to Kelly because he has his own theory on Heyman turning on both Roman and Punk, but it's not siding with Rollins. Hit him.
Yeah, so again, I agree with what you're saying. I do, like you, believe that Paul Heyman's going to leave everybody in the dust. And he's going to not even show up to the ring
because you're not my best
them.
friend. You're using me. You sat next to me to get me in bad shape with Roman.
He's going to be
Roman
for a while.
You're treating me like shit, Seth. I really never give a fuck about you, motherfucker.
Yep. And so my thing is in the middle of the match or the end of the match, Paul Heyman comes out. He don't come out alone.
Well, he's already out there. Remember, he's already out there.
I don't think he comes out at all.
You don't think
he's in
I think he
stays out of it. He might walk Punk out for the first line. I think he does. I think he stays out of it.
Or maybe he just abandons him and says, "Fuck it, I'm done with this shit."
Yeah. I think he just. Yeah, I think I'm the one getting hurt. I'm the one getting threatened. I'm the one in the middle. I won't show up for nobody. Oof. Then he comes out with, which is a rumor that they're bringing back a 4-time champion. The only 4-time champion I can think off the top of my head, and it has something to do with Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar makes his return Saturday night and destroys the ring.
Everybody.
And Seth is the one who doesn't get beat up as bad because he's really beating up CM Punk and Roman because, hey, Paul's my guy. Seth takes advantage, lays on the dead bodies, and gets the win. So that's where I'm going with.
It's a triple threat. There's no disqualification, bro.
Yes.
Seth Rollins wins because of Brock Lesnar. That'd be nutty, bro.
And this way, back. I don't.
Brock's coming back, bro. I've been waiting for Brock to come back for 3 months. He's cleared in his case. because they've been testing the waters with them on the fan base.
Yep.
He's coming back. There's no better time to bring him back where people are like, hey, you know what? I'm okay with it because this story was so good.
And bring him back as a heel because of that whole case.
Right. He'll never be a baby face again.
Yeah. And so Paul Heyman turns heel. This way you get Roman to turn baby. Right, against an old rival, right? Brock and Roman. I mean, imagine rekindling that rival. And then you got, of course, CM Punk, who hasn't fought Brock since, 15 years ago? 12,
right,
12,
huge rivalry.
Huge rivalry. And then Seth comes out on top, and maybe he starts making a run towards championships now. Him and...
the thing, is now Seth runs, like you said, he's running by himself. He won the soul of the company. But what do we do? Roman, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, they could get into it for the next year. I mean, these 4 guys can get into it. But what do you do with Seth? Because do you bring him into the world title picture? How do you explain a Brock Lesnar and Seth rivalry if Seth wins? I think Seth might have to lose to face Brock.
No, I don't think Brock faces Lesnar at all. I'm sorry, Brock doesn't face that. It'll be between CM Punk or Roman because of the Paul Heyman
guys. Yeah, and Seth comes out with the victory and goes along his way. And
I think if you got a heel faction with Jey Uso and Cena, I think Seth fits right into that. At least make a run. He could. CM Punk also fits into that. I mean, you got possibilities here. That's all I'm saying.
That whole Roman, you know what? If he does come back, it would throw off Roman helping Cody, but it wouldn't throw off Seth Rollins helping Cody.
Yeah, which he's done before. So, yeah.
What do you guys think of Brock, Roman, and Punk having a triple threat ladder match for the custody of Paul Heyman?
Yeah, like Vince Russo's writing TV. You're gonna put fucking Paul Heyman on like a forklift.
I was thinking a briefcase, but okay.
Paul Heyman on a forklift match.
It's called Paul on a pole.
Paul on a pole. Yeah.
The Paul Pullman match.
So I just wanna put in there real quick too, because it has something to do with this match. They make a big deal about, this is Punk's first main event. And technically, this is Roman Reigns also breaking the all-time WrestleMania main event record. But I seen an interview with Gunther, and he flat out made a big deal saying that first main event on Saturday night is not a main event. The main event of WrestleMania is the one at the end of Sunday. That is the real main event. And I think that was a straight shot at Punk and maybe even the rest of the wrestlers there, but definitely for Punk. And maybe he thinks that Gunther and Uso should be the main event because it's the other big championship. So I think there's some real heat there. I saw that in the interview, and I'm like, he's got a point.
Said that?
Gunther.
Well,
in an interview shoot.
What is he main evented?
No, he's not. He's talking about he's talking about Cody and John as the real main event.
Yeah.
Which could get under Punk's skin and make him want to take out John Cena for next or Cody Rhodes and get in that picture and be like, fuck that, I'm going for the new main event.
Yeah. I'm not really knowing where that's going, but I heard, Gunther say that and I was like, oh damn, you know what? He's got a point.
He does get a point, except he doesn't, because the only reason Roman has that record is because of the 2-night main event format. But going off that point, another reason I believe Seth wins is because CM Punk got his main event W. Roman Reigns is breaking the record, right? This is W, right? Maybe he already broke the record, but they're highlighting that as like this all-time main event thing, whatever. That's a W for Roman. So Seth Rollins W, what does he get? The real W.
Yeah.
Whether Brock comes in or not, I think Seth Rollins They've had a back and forth. Punk won. That Seth was gonna win until Roman got involved. It seems like Seth is the only one really hyper focused on his mission right now.
He seems less distracted.
Yeah,
he's pulling the strings.
I think Seth Rollins wins it. He's pulling the strings, like you said. He's the puppet master. He's getting under their skins. Put me down for Seth, even though I want Punk to win, but put me down for Seth.
Put me down for Punk.
Oof.
So Punk wins. Hey, hold on. So Punk wins, and then what?
You're right.
No, I'm just asking. No, I just want, because I could do some things with Punk too. I mean, I could see Punk being one of the world titles here. He beats
Punk
fucking Uso
and then
or Gunther.
He's the next in line for the Raw's world title.
Here's the thing. Whatever happens, this story isn't over at Mania. These guys are not going to let this go. Especially with Roman in the mix now. Roman's kind of fresh to that. Oh, man. No feud's really been settled. They haven't even really had any matches other than the couple Seth and Punk matches.
Right.
This is not over.
No.
So Punk winning does what for this feud in particular?
I don't think it does anything.
I don't think it does anything either, because either way, Punk's going to chase what he wants.
Yeah. Are we going to see a Roman? I think Roman does his own thing. I'm going to tell you right now, Paul Heyman's the factor. Because if Paul doesn't go with Roman anymore, guess what? There's no more wise man.
Right. Paul
There's
and
no
Roman
more
Punk and Roman are fighting for Paul, which is going to continue regardless. It doesn't need a win to continue that story. Seth Rollins is fighting for that victory.
So if Lesnar doesn't come out, and then I could see a feud with Roman and Punk, but Seth coming out the winner.
I think Seth has to win personally.
I think Seth wins.
Going Punk. Jeff's got Punk. I got Seth. You got Seth.
I don't think Roman. None of us think Roman's going to win.
No.
Which is crazy because he could win.
He could, but he doesn't need to. For what
I don't
reason?
think
he needs it the least out of the three. Roman does.
Right. I think he needs it the least.
He doesn't need to win.
Right. At least Punk, you could say, he needs it to like close that Seth rivalry, maybe. But dude, Roman.
And then plus, after Mania, he's going to be taking some time off too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Roman doesn't win. Roman's there to create.
Him winning does literally nothing. Like, he doesn't gain no momentum. It doesn't add to a storyline.
Yeah. No, he's got the least to lose. So he's not fighting for anything other than pure pettiness.
I'll say Rollins needs it the most, but I still don't see him winning though. Like,
all right, well, you got Punk, dude. We got Punk. I respect it. Hey, it is what it is. I got it. I respect it, and I don't think you even know why you want Punk. I think it's because you're a Punk fan. I'm the biggest Punk fan in the world, so I respect it. I just, when you lose the golden bell, remember.
I'm gonna get the golden bell.
You're not gonna get the golden bell.
So
there is no golden bell. The golden bell is imaginary.
The golden bell's these nuts.
The golden bell's real. I got a picture with the golden bell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna post that soon.
Oh yeah.
AI.
No, it's not. It's real.
I'm gonna
even bang it. You already see me at C2E2 with the belt on, the championship belt. I got that. Authentic.